We will have Councilmember Lancman, followed by Councilmember Gentile.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just have two questions, one for Judge Brown and one for DA Thompson. Judge, if you could just explain to the committee and I guess indirectly the council and the mayor the challenges that your office faces with having your assistants and your staff dispersed around Queens Boulevard and its environs, and the difficulties and perhaps I would assume costs that imposes, rather than having rather than having everyone more centrally located. I've seen it firsthand. I don't know how you do it, but if you could tell the committee about that, that'd be great.
We have about 4.5 floors now at 8002 Kew Gardens Road, which is about 5 blocks away from the courthouse, and our assistants have to move across Queens Boulevard on a regular basis, 2 or 3 or 4 times a day. We also have our intake bureau, which is over in Borough Hall, and we have a child advocacy center in another building, and we've got a family justice center in another building. And there lies the Queens House of Detention, which has been empty since 2002. The city is spending $3 million a year on that facility on 8002 Kew Gardens Road for us. And it would just seem to me to make a lot more sense to refurbish the Queens House, which has been laying dormant, and we'll have everything close by.
So if I hear you correctly, Judge, there's an enormous empty building right next to the courthouse, which might make a perfect location for the district attorney's office to be housed from soup to nuts.
That's what I've been arguing for a long, long time. The city is spending $3 million a year on rent for no reason at all. The building has been empty since 2002, and it could be refurbished. And not only is it adjacent to the courthouse, it literally abuts my office. There are people around who indicate that at one point the inmates tried to come through the wall between my conference room and the building.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but we seem like we are about to be inundated with beauty queens. I don't want this important testimony to be distracted, but how could we not be distracted?
So we'll stop your clock because I want to definitely acknowledge that we have Miss New York pageant contestants are here. The pageant will be held on Saturday in the St. George Theater on Staten Island. Welcome, ladies. We weren't expecting you here today. So. You may continue, Council Member. I think he's tweeting.
Good. That's going on Twitter. That's right. I've had my questioning of witnesses both in the council and courtroom interrupted many times, but never by a team of beauty queens. So thank you very much. And just a question for DA Thompson. I don't know if you covered it in your testimony, but I know that you are working on, and I don't know if you've finalized yet, a different approach to the issue of prosecuting low-level or marijuana arrests. You know, sitting here and just contemplating the extra resources that your office has to devote to cleaning up the mess that you found, especially as it comes to exonerating wrongfully convicted individuals, and your willingness to confront that issue openly is so commendable and admirable. But on top of it, to have to waste the tremendous amount of time in prosecuting these low-level marijuana arrests, which I understand something like 2/3 of the times one cannot get a conviction in any event. I know that you were talking about a new policy on that. Is there anything you can share with us?
Councilman Lancman, we are in the final stages of doing we're preparing our new policy in Brooklyn regarding how we're going to handle the cases of low-level possession of marijuana. We had a meeting with the police commissioner and his top brass regarding it, because it's a policy that's going to be based on discretion, but it's a policy that we in Brooklyn have decided is necessary. As you alluded to, 2/3 of those cases are being dismissed outright by judges in Brooklyn, and thousands of them are coming into the system every year. And so it's a matter of resources, and it's a matter of whether we want to give criminal records to certain people. And so we are going to issue our policy within the next couple of weeks, but we want to do it with the full knowledge of our partners in the NYPD. And so we started the discussion, and now we're just fine-tuning it, and we are going to soon distribute it to our prosecutors in Brooklyn.
It's just another area that I want to commend you for confronting a difficult situation head on.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.